Hello, lovelies. If you are seeing this, you are catching the replay, so drop replay in the comments for me. And then do me a huge favor and comment as if you were live. I go back through, I read all of the comments, I react to all of the comments, and if there's a response that's appropriate, I will respond. But I love reading the comments on my live videos. I love hearing what was going through your head while I was speaking. I absolutely love the connection that is. And so every day this week since Sunday, Sunday. So this is my fourth one this week. Fourth live video, I have dropped some sort of free coaching content every single day this week. So you can go back and you can watch it. But I'm here showing up, giving you pieces that I wish I had known, giving you things that I have learned. Some of it is like I'm learning it and I'm immediately sharing it, but all of it is very, very valuable. And I wish I would have had someone who was doing this all of the time for me 2 years ago. Like, it would have been amazing. And so because I'm showing up and I'm giving you all of this amazing tidbits, coaching, advice, what have you. I'm sorry, I have a very itchy nose. Just a second. Wow, that hit really big, really hard right there. So because of that, I would hope that you would participate with me in this energetic exchange. So I'm showing up and I'm giving you things out of my brain, which like there's so much value, so much worth in between my ears. It's amazing to me. So showing up, giving you something, I would appreciate it if you would participate with me in this energetic exchange via comments and via emojis. And if you find value in this, please share this video and then drop shared in the comments below so that I know you shared it. Share it publicly. Drop shared in the comments below. And then if you do both of those things, your name gets put into the Infinity Cup and we will draw a name out of this cup. We draw a name out of it about once a month. So we drew a name earlier this week, actually. She won $111 coaching dollars. So she can apply that to a course with me. She can apply that to one-on-one coaching with me. She can apply it to a one-on-one intensive, like just a single one instead of a whole package. She can apply it to anything that is in my offer suite. So that is super exciting. And I actually, inside of one of my containers, just pulled another 2 names. I gave away half off a one-on-one and I gave away another $111 coaching dollars. So I give things away a lot. So it is totally worth it to share this content and get your name into the Infinity Cup. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are new to my world, please drop new in the comments so that I can welcome you. And if you watch me often, I would hope that you would say hello because we like hang out and stuff and it's awesome. But if you are new, my name is Sarah Jordan. I am a life coach and I specialize in business with women and cycle syncing with women. And so we use your cycle, the 4 phases of your cycle, to skyrocket your business, to do the inner healing work because there's a time for that. We use the cycles that are all over creation to your benefit. I can't tell you how many years of my life I spent in opposition with my personal cycle and with the cycles of creation that are going to happen regardless of whether I'm fighting it or whether I'm using it to my benefit. So I have learned to use it to my benefit. And so you get to learn all of those amazing things when you're in my world. So the title of this video is, if you're thinking about starting an online business, here's some things I wish I would have known. So let's dive in. And I do have notes. So if I'm looking down, I am looking at my notes so that I don't miss anything that I was hoping to share with you. So something that I see, and I see it across the board, doesn't matter if you are on like a government assistance program and you're getting your income that way, or if you have a fantastic corporate job and you make multiple 6 figures a year. When you are an employee, that nose is bugging again, just a moment. My goodness. When you are an employee, you are capped. Your paycheck is determined by somebody else. like I said, whether you are on government assistance and the government and the taxpayer is who determines how much you make every month, or whether you have a really great corporate job and you make multiple six figures a year, you're still capped. Somebody else decides how much you do or do not make. You are at the mercy of somebody else. Hi, Amy. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for commenting. Welcome, 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 dear. And so when I started to really look at this, like I have been, after the age of 19, after the age of 19, I was no longer an employee. I was a independent contract for someone else. I have been self-employed and I have had my own businesses. And so all of my jobs up to the age of 19 were jobs. I was working for someone else. They decided if I was making $5 an hour, if I was making $8 an hour, or what have you. And I say $5 an hour because that was freaking gold. When my grandpa said when I was like 10 or 12 years old that he would pay me $5 an hour to chop thistles, your girl thought she was rolling in the dough. It was amazing. And so, but up to that point, it was always capped and it was limited by what someone else decided to pay me. And it's the same, like I said, government assistance or multiple six figures in a corporate America, someone else decides how much you get paid. And then I moved into the independent contract realm and I was a massage therapist for an osteopath, which was great because like all of the clients that I could have ever wanted, he provided via referrals, which was like, it was nice. But again, I was capped in a different way. I was capped by how many massages I could actually do in a day before I was like physically exhausted and laying on the floor. Before I had kids, I could do 6. So I made $40 an hour, or $40 a massage. So it's $240 a day. $240 a day was the best that I could do as an independent contract without actually like keeling over. And even that was pushing it on some days. Now that I understand cycle syncing, I know which days without a doubt. Yes, by time constraints, Amy, absolutely. And so then I came home and I was fully self-employed. I was not an independent contract anymore, but again, I was still limited by time and my children at that point because I was trying to do body work in my living room at nap time. So I was really shy on the amount of time that I could do. I was kind of capped because of what the industry standard was. Like I was providing body work in my living room. A kid may or may not come out. And it was body work, it was core alignment therapy, so people were still fully clothed, whereas massage they were not, and I wouldn't have done that if my children were coming out anyway. But it was still like the setting was not ideal for charging more, even though I could have charged more. The setting was just not ideal for it. So again, capped by time and where I was at that point, that season in my life. Ooh, Amy says that is what I'm dealing with right now. Yes. And so then I also had a product-based business, a network marketing business, and I worked it hard from 2014 to 2017 or 18. And so I had a nice foundational base. If we wanted to order supplements, if we wanted to order oils, if we wanted to order skincare products, if I wanted to order my makeup, if I wanted to order my hygiene products, if I wanted to order my cleaning products, like it was taken care of. Like the check covered what we needed as far as all of that list is concerned. Like online health food store extraordinaire is freaking amazing because they had all of the things and I could trust the company because it was clean. And so that was amazing. That was always covered. It didn't matter. And so that check coming in was awesome until it wasn't, because it was still kind of dependent in the network marketing model on what others underneath me were doing. And how I originally set it up, hindsight, was a very codependent relationship with my team members and with the business model itself. If I was going to start from scratch again with a network marketing company, like, it would look very, 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 very different. Maybe I should teach a course on that. Maybe. But all that to say is that, again, in a way, it was capped. Like, I could work so much time-wise into it, and it would pay me for a long term, but I was capped by what others on the team were doing or were not doing, or were consistently not doing. So again, there was some constriction, some limitedness there. Like, better model than straight time for money, absolutely. Better model than an employer saying, oh, you're only worth $12 an hour or what have you. But it was still a little bit constrictive. And I still have that company, that business model, and I still use all the products, and I still get paid. And it's amazing that I have that in addition to everything else that I'm doing now. But when I started my own business that was not solely time-based, things seriously shifted. And so this is what I want you to hear if you are considering starting an online business. I highly recommend it. The amount of upfront investment of you is big. Like, understand that. It is big. But it doesn't take very much time to get it to a point where it's running fairly smoothly on its own. And you show up when you're scheduled to show up, and the rest of your time is your time. And the thing about it, coaching specifically, but if you have a very niche market, it doesn't matter if it's coaching or not. You can set your own price. Like, if you are super niche and really, really good at what you do, it kind of doesn't matter what the industry standard is. You can set your own price. Now, in coaching, it's fantastic. I'm looking at Amy right now, thinking of your husband in gunsmithing. You're going to be a little bit constricted by what the industry standard is. But if he's amazing at it, he can charge a little bit above the industry standard, which is really cool. And then the next thing on my list here is that the tax system is actually set up to benefit businesses. Like, the amount of things that you can write off as a business instead of someone who receives a W-2 is freaking phenomenal. Like, the things that I have learned just this year of, like, yeah, you can write that off. Yeah, you can write that off. Yeah, you can write that off. Like, it's phenomenal. And so I have been in the mindset of, well, be employed because you get a tax return at the end of the year. But ultimately what that means is that the government just borrowed money from you for all of last year and they didn't pay you interest on it. So as an employee, that's what happens. There's nothing you can do about it. As a business owner, you're not loaning money to the government all year tax-free, or interest-free, interest-free. As a business owner, you suddenly have this whole world open up to you of things that you can write off, like your electricity bill. If you're an employee of someone else, you're going to pay that electricity bill regardless and have no benefit. But if you run a business from your home, there's a portion of that electricity bill that gets written off. If you run a business from your home, there is a portion of the heating and cooling bill that gets written off. So I just ran the entire, we have pellets, wood pellets for our heat. And so we buy them once a year in bulk. And so we just did that a couple of weeks ago. And so my business just bought the entire year's supply of heat for my house as a write-off. The nanny is a write-off. If I want to try a new product, which I'm actually currently doing, a hormone product, I'm super excited. I'm almost a month into using it, so I can give you a full 30-day review instead of a 5-day one, which is what most people do. But it's a hormone product And the Cycle Syncing coach is actually really, really thrilled with it. So I'm super excited to get to the end of my 30-day trial and tell you all the things because, yeah. But, so I invested in that the beginning of July. I was like, let's try this hormone product because I like everything that's in it. I like what I'm understanding about it. Let's try it and see. I'm trying it as something that could potentially be something that I promote as part of my business. And so just purely the purchase of the product to trial run it is a write-off. When I run 75 Femme, my 75-day female program, instead of 75, I buy certain food products for that I encourage you to also buy if you come through 75 Femme with me. You don't have to, but I encourage you to. They're all a write-off. And so, like, last year when I did the trial run, the very, very first trial run of 75 Femme, I had like $600 in specialty food items that came through the business account and was a write-off. Freaking amazing. And so if you want more info on all of the things that you can do for a write-off, I have an amazing woman that I will refer you to. Just hop in Messenger and I will get you her info. Okay, next on the bullet point list here. So the next thing that I wish I would have understood at the beginning, and like I've understood the base concept of this for over a decade, but I didn't understand it with this twist. So the base concept of investing in personal development, I understood. Like, yes, you should always be learning. You should always be learning from someone who's ahead of you. You should always be growing and improving yourself. So I understood that investing was important. And it's just a flip of a word that makes it go from codependent to personal power like you have never had before. And so it's not just investing to grow, it's investing in you. Now, I used to go to live events, conferences, etc., and I was investing in the speaker. I was investing in that company that hosted it. I was investing in whatever it was. Here's the flip. I was investing in me. Like I said, it's a flip of a word. When you invest in someone else, when you invest in Jane Doe's coaching program so that you can improve yourself, you just put your results on Jane Doe. When you put it like that, you are expecting her to show up and give you results. That's not how it works. When you flip that word and you invested in Jane Doe's program as an investment in yourself, you have taken your personal power. You have said, I am responsible for my results. I am responsible if I show up to this program. I am responsible if I ask the questions. I am responsible if I'm open to receive the answers. I am responsible if I take what I learn and turn around and implement it. Not Jane, me. This is the difference of investing in somebody else's program or thing or investing in you, Amy Peterson. This is the difference, and it makes a world of difference. Once you get that, then yes, invest in yourself, invest in yourself, invest in yourself, invest in yourself, invest in yourself. Absolutely invest in yourself all of the time. Let me see if I covered that thoroughly. So, the next piece, and this is like part B to investing in yourself, is that investing in yourself is rarely going to make sense. Ooh, hi, Cynthiana. Investing in yourself is rarely going to make sense. When you look at the numbers and you see a course that you know Like, it's a soul no. It's a deep freaking yes, my whole body is moving toward whatever this thing is. I want to do that. And you look at the price and you're like, it doesn't make sense. But your body's like, yes, yes. It doesn't have to make sense. You make the investment anyway, and it will come back. And I know that that's hard in the beginning, but I can tell you that it works. I did it in the beginning, and I do it now. And it's relative. Like, the oh my gosh, yes that I first did in the beginning was $88. The oh my gosh, yes that I did 3 months in was $555. The oh my gosh, yes that I did 2 weeks ago was $18,000. It changes. But if it's an oh my gosh, yes, do it, regardless of whether it makes sense in the moment or not. Because when you're investing in you and you're holding that personal power as I am responsible for the results of this, not Jane that I just invested in, me, you will skyrocket those results. You will take what you learn in that $88 course. You will take what you learn in that $555 course. You will take what you learn in that $2,000 course, and it will pay you. I guarantee it. It will come back. So this is like huge. And it's taken 18 months for me to get behind being able to say that, of like, it doesn't have to make sense in the moment. It will make sense later. But I see it makes sense later, and it's freaking amazing. Hi, Holly! Oh my gosh! Be sure you go back and watch the whole thing, dear. Be sure you go back and watch the whole thing. So, I hope that those 4 bullets were hugely helpful to you. And now, if you have been thinking about starting an online business, and you're like, what is my first step? I want to offer you some first steps that you can take. So the first step that I would highly recommend is investing in you. And so I'm going to give you some options that you can invest in you via me, my programs, my coaching. If you're like, thank you, Sarah, for the first 4 bullet points, I'll see you later. That's totally fine. I will see you later. If you're like, ooh, yes, tell me how I can invest in me via you, then hang out with me for just a few more minutes here. So I have something called the Content Collection. The Content Collection actually gives you access to every single live program that I run for an entire year. Now, right now, I just opened MoneyPot earlier this week. You would still get access to MoneyPot. You would still get access to MoneyPot, which is a hugely beneficial program when it comes to setting up funnels in your online business. Like, this is crucial information that I'm sharing inside of MoneyPot. Okay, Amy, thank you. And so if you bought the Content Collection today, you would automatically have access to MoneyPot. And then what's coming next are copywriting courses. And so if you're going to market online, you can't just show up and be like, hi, this is my thing, buy it. Unless you like the sound of crickets. If you like cricket song, go ahead, do that. But copywriting is an art. Drawing people in, making people feel something is an art. And so the courses coming are pertinent to being able to show up online and sell and have people buy it. So the Content Collection would automatically get you inside MoneyPot, which is funnels, which is hugely important, like I said, for business, online business. Automatically, you would be in the copywriting courses that are coming next. Fem Coach is coming. And now if you're not wanting to be an online coach, that's okay. That's not what this program is. It's going to benefit coaches. But if you work with women in any area of your life, it will benefit you. If you have a sister-in-law you see on a regular basis, it will benefit you. If you have a mama that maybe sometimes you get along really good and sometimes you don't, and you're like, what the heck is going on? Fem Coach is going to help you with that communication. It's going to help you understand what's going on. It's going to help you in so many areas of your life where women are involved. Fem Coach is $2,222 at full price. Keep that in your mind. Keep the content collection in your mind. We're still talking about the content collection. Also coming later this year is The Sacred Critic. It's also $2,222 paid in full. La Femme. La Femme, oh my gosh, I love La Femme. La Femme is the very, very physical, very, very masculine pieces of womanhood that you should have learned in health class, but you did not. But it is paired with the very, very feminine energetics of womanhood, which I don't know if anyone could even teach that in high school. Like, I don't even know if it would work. But it's two halves of this incredible whole that makes woman, and it's coming in La Femme in the winter. So that is also full price, $2,222. The content collection that gets you into every single program that I run for 12 months, like, I can't even believe this. It's $555 per month. So between Femme Coach, Sacred Critic, and La Femme, you have paid for your entire year in the content collection. And that's only 3 programs that you get inside of a year with me. Like, La Femme's going to span into 2023, but that doesn't cover the other 8 months in 2023. Freaking amazing. So, if that is something that lights you up, you can jump into the content collection for $555 per month. Or if you would like to pay in full and just be like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I'm in, you can pay in full at $5,555 and it saves you a couple of months. Like, heck yes. That price is going up to $777 in the next couple of weeks. Like, I think around the 31st of August, it's going up to $777 per month. Again, smoking freaking deal. Like, it would be 4 of my long programs and it would be paid for again. But if you want to snag your spot in the content collection at $555, it will never be this price again. Never. So go ahead and just message me and be like, Sarah, I would love to be in the content collection. And now, right now, we are covering business courses. Like I said, Money Pot is very, very much a business course. As we move out of summer into fall, my programs follow the energetics of the seasons in the Northern Hemisphere. So summer has been all about business strategy, social media selling, copywriting, all of these pieces. As we move into fall, we're going to do the Femme Coach program because it's more of a feminine energetics understanding. Sacred Critic. Sacred Critic is coming in November. It is like late luteal of your cycle on a 12-month scale. So like, we're talking late luteal of your cycle, the Sacred Critic, inside late luteal of the year's annual cycle in the Northern Hemisphere. Like, I love the compound energetics of that. It is so freaking cool. So if you've never been in one of my courses before and you're just like, the content collection sounds great, Sarah, but I really don't know you. I don't know much about you. This is the first time I'm seeing you. I would like to experience you first. Snag one of those 3 programs. Like, Femme Coach is going to help in every female relationship that you have. The Sacred Critic is going to help you understand that inner critic that just nags and nags and nags and nags and nags on you. And the healing that comes through that program is absolutely phenomenal. I'm so excited to bring it. La Femme, like all of the things that I wish I could have learned at 12, 13, 15 years old is there. And every time I go through that program, I'm like, wow. It just gets deeper. It just gets deeper. It just gets deeper. And it's freaking amazing. It is so good. So grab one of those programs. Right now, you can get any of those 3 at $1,111 at the moment. Like, full price, they are $2,222. But if you're like, content collection sounds good, but that's a year, I don't know you, grab one of those and just come into my world and experience me a little bit. And maybe even that's not quite sitting. Come into my free group and go to the guide section and go through some of the free masterclasses that are there. They're amazing. You will get to know me very, very rapidly, and you will know if I'm someone that you would like to hang out with for a year, if I'm someone that you're like, no, unfollow, which is totally okay. However you want to work that. But I invite you to the content collection while it is still $555 per month. It gets you in every program I run. And honestly, I think you'll save probably $7,000 or $8,000 by the end of it in the value of each program at full price. Like, it's totally worth it. So I cannot wait to hear from you. I will see you in Messenger, and I will get you links for whatever it is you desire. And like I said, go ahead and share this. Share it in the comments, share it publicly, and your name will go into the Infinity Cup, and maybe you will win maybe part off of a one-on-one with me, maybe a 30-minute one-on-one for free, maybe some coaching dollars. You just never know. If your name comes out of this, what you will get. So share this video and your name will go in as long as you drop shared in the comments for me. So I will see you lovelies later.